What up, YouTube? So this video is going to be a follow-up video to the Sea Doo oil change video I made, where I made a video changing oil for the first time in my Sea Doo GTR 230, which has a supercharged 1500cc Rotax 3-cylinder engine in it. And I got a comment on that video, and if you rewatch that video, you might know that I had trouble getting the oil filter cap to fully seat back in. The oil filter cap has 2 O-rings, and I only got it so one O-ring was seated in, the other O-ring isn't seated. And from the angle I have the camera, you can kind of see the gap in between there. And unfortunately, I've only taken this jet ski out twice since I made that video, and I haven't flipped it upside down or anything. I've been trying to baby it. You know, it's kind of funny growing up. My best friend's parents had a lake house, and we used to take the jet ski out, and we really abused the crap out of that jet ski. And we would flip it over on purpose. But when you own one, you kind of don't want to abuse it or flip it over. And I've only taken it out twice, and it hasn't leaked. And I actually Google searched this, and on a Sea Doo forum, other people had the same exact problem, and they said, oh, don't worry about it, it's supposed to be like that. But when I was taking it apart, I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't think that it was like this. I thought it was fully seated when I took it apart. Well, I received a comment on that YouTube video, and I forget who posted the comment, but I'll put up a screenshot now showing who posted the comment, saying that the reason the oil cap's not fully seated is because there's a nut on the bolt. And I remember seeing that nut, and that nut gets backed out. And so what's happening is the bolt is actually bottoming out on the nut, and it's not actually bottoming out on the engine block. So we're going to go and pull the cap off and check it to see if that was the problem. So I thought, since I made a YouTube video showing changing my oil, I would make one showing this. So hopefully we don't make a big mess. And if anything looks, if you're looking at this video and being like, man, I'm seeing oil all over the place, or seeing oil residue, that's not oil. I go and I spray the engine block down with, what do I spray it down? Fluid. Here, I have it right here. Fluid film. I spray it down with fluid film to keep it from rusting. And actually, I have a little bit of rust on some of these bolts right here on the valve covers. And let me just shove that there. Hopefully I don't make a mess. I don't think a whole bunch of oil will come out. So if you don't remember, it is an external Torx 10 or E10 socket. Oh, I had that probably a little too tight. I'm a little clumsy today. Okay. Now I haven't started up or anything, so everything's cold. So hopefully that doesn't affect me trying to pull this out. I'm going to have to get a big screwdriver. I don't want to. There it goes. And someone recently posted a comment on the video asking if you have to change the O-rings, and they recommend changing it every single time. The answer to that question is, if the O-rings don't look dry rotted and they look in good condition, you know, there shouldn't be anything that would prevent it to, or cause it to leak. Okay, there we go. A little more. The cap's completely off now. Okay, and there we go, we're out. Okay, and it's that nut right here. Okay, I'm going to pull this completely out. Okay, so he was talking about this nut right here isn't all the way in, which, yeah, of course that would, I wasn't thinking about that, but that would cause it to have a problem. And actually, the nut is a little tight, so I'm going to have to get a wrench in on there. And I'm assuming it's a I'm assuming it's millimeter, which it looks like it would be a 13 millimeter, and of course I can't find my 13 millimeter. Yep, I just found it now. And it's a 13 millimeter. So let me, I'm holding that, oh, gotta get my, that is tight. And actually it looks like, let me back it out. Boy, that is real tight to turn. And the threads stop. So let me try it. I backed it out a little bit, but it's real tight. Let me tighten it down. And the answer to that question is no, I don't think this is the problem. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with it. It's seated in as far as it can possibly be seated. So I don't think that's the problem. So, I mean, it's as far up the threads as it can possibly go. I don't know if you can see that. Let me try to get a good angle. It's as far up the threads as it can possibly go. So I don't think that is the problem. So let me just clean off these threads. And then we'll check the O-rings, make sure they're not nicked, especially since there's only one O-ring holding the oil in. And it's not nicked, the O-rings are flat, fresh. Now my hands are all oily. we go, it bottomed out again. Okay, that's it. And it goes. Yep, that's it. So the answer to that comment is no, that that nut is not holding me up from putting the cover down all the way. So I guess the comment on the forums that I originally looked up, and the forums said that it's okay to be like that, just leave it like that. I guess they were right. But I thought it would be worth you know, double checking, because that's something I kind of overlooked. That nut is hard to turn, so the odds of that nut backing out are very slim. They must put something on there. But yeah, so apparently the forums were right. The it doesn't sit up flush against the engine block there. If you're any more of an expert on this situation, feel free to leave a comment below explaining if I'm wrong again, or if this is the way it's supposed to be. Thanks for watching.